Good morning, all of you. Today we discuss next model problem in first unit. Here, two types of model problems are there. First model we discussed in last class. Now we discussed in second model problem. Okay. Determine the ALFC, automatic load frequency control parameters for the control area having the following data. Okay, total rated area capacity is 2000 megawatts, and second one is normal operating load is 1000 megawatts. Third one is inertia constant is equal to 5. Fourth one is speed regulation R is equal to 2.4 hertz per unit megawatts. We should assume that load frequency depends linearly. That is, load would increase 1% for 1% increase in frequency. He's given all those values. First write down the all the whatever the data is given in the problem. First PR, that is a total rated area capacity. I am taking PR 2000 megawatts. Normal operating load is PD is equal to 1000 megawatts. Inertia constant H is equal to 5, and speed regulation R is equal to 2.4 hertz per unit megawatt. And he is given one more thing also, delta F 1% and delta uh, BD is also 1%, and he is assuming this limits kg is equal to kt is equal to 1 and tg is equal to tt is equal to 0. Okay, we know the formula for the kps. 1 by beta is the prime mover speed constant. Kps b is equal to dou pd by dou f. So here dou pd by dou f is 1 by 100. 1 by 100 into 1000. PD value is given 1000. So we take 1000. And dou f is given 1% into f is 50 hertz. Linearly we have to assume. Here is given, can assume the frequency linearly. So I am taking f is equal to 50 hertz. So from this 1 by 100 into 50. Here 1% is given, no? From that 1 by 100 I am taking this one into 50. So after calculation of B, we will get 20 megawatts per hertz. Next one, we are taking the B in per unit. B input per unit, that is this B by PR. B by PR, that is 20 by 2000. PR value is here 2000. PR value is here 2000. So substituting here, then we will get B in per unit 0.01 per unit hertz. Can calculate the KPS. KPS is 1 by B in per unit, that is 1 by 0.01. So from this KPS is equal to 100. Finally you have to calculate the value of prime mover torque, that is TPS. TPS is equal to, formula is 2H by BF. Here BF is the B in per unit into frequency. So here B in per unit is 0.01. So 0.01 into 50. 2 into H value is 5. In data he is given H value. So H value is 5. 2 into 5 by 0.01 into 50. That is TPS is equal to 20 seconds. Okay, this is the final time, prime mover time. Any doubts in this problem? First he is given this data PR, PD, H, R. From this we calculate the time of the prime mover, and delta F, delta PD is also he is given in percentages, so we can take in per unit value 1 by 100, 1 by 100, and these values are assumptions. Kg is equal to Kt is equal to 1 and Tg is equal to Tt is equal to 0, and Kps formula is 1 by B, and B is equal to dou PD by dou F. So we can calculate the Kps value. First we can calculate the B value. So from this dou PD by dou F, dou PD by dou F means already is given 1%, no, delta PD, no. So from this 1 by 100 into PD value, that is 1000, 1 by 100 into 50. Here frequency value is 50 hertz, I am assuming. So from this B value is 20 megawatts per hertz, and B in per unit. B in per unit is B by PR. That is B is 20 megawatts per hertz, and PR value is 2000. So 20 by 2000 megahertz. So from this 0.01 per unit megawatt per hertz, B in per unit. KPS is equal to 1 by B in. So 1 by 0.01, that is KPS value is 100. Finally that in required TPS, that is 2H by BF. Already he is given H value is 5. So substitute here BF value 0.01 into 50. So substitute all those values, we will get the TPS value is 20 seconds. Okay. This is the second problem. An isolated power system has following parameters. Turbine rated output, that is 300 megawatts. Second one, nominal frequency, he is given 50 hertz. Governor speed regulation 0.01, I think. Fourth one, inertia constant is 5, and fifth one is turbine time constant 0.5 seconds, and sixth one is governor time constant is 0.2 seconds, and speed change is 60 megawatts. Assume load varies by 0.8% for 1% change in frequency. Here delta PD 0.8% and delta F is 1%. Determine a steady state frequency deviation. Okay. All those values given data we can write first of all, that is PR is equal to 300 megawatts, H5 speed governor equation is R is equal to 0.05 per unit, Tt is the 0.5 seconds, and Tg is the 0.2 seconds, and delta PD is the 60 megawatts, and delta F 1%, delta PD is the 0.8% from the data. Okay. Here we know this block diagram. In previous class we discussed this block diagram. Kg by 1 plus STA and KT by 1 plus STT and KPS by 1 plus STPS. Right? This is the turbine model, this is the governor model, this is the prime mover model. Prime mover model. transfer function, right? This is the delta PD load power, and delta PG is the generation power, and delta F is the change in deviation frequency. 1 by R is the speed governor, right? From this delta F of S by delta PD of S is equal to, we know the formula for the negative feedback loop formula, that is from the control system, G of S by 1 plus G of S H of S. This all those equations will be in the form of negative feedback loop. So I am writing here delta F of S by delta PD of S is equal to, here G of S is the this one KPS by 1 plus STPS, remaining will be H. Okay, I am writing here KPS by 1 plus STPS by 1 plus kg by 1 plus STG, KT by 1 plus STT into 1 by R into 1 by KPS by 1 plus STPPS. Okay, from this I am writing, for simplifying this one, we will get delta F of S is equal to, only I am taking delta F of S, this delta PD of S I am taking this side. Okay, from this we will get KPS by 1 plus STPS 1 plus, after simplification of this whole thing, kg into KT into KPS, kg into KT into KPS by 1 plus STG 1 plus STTT by into 1 plus STPS into 1 by R. 1 by R I am writing separate, 1 by R into delta PD of S. Okay, after that we can apply the error formula. You know the error formula, S limit S tends to 0, S into delta E of S in control system trial. So from that only we are taking the, here in place of E we are taking the delta F of S. So in place of delta F of S we can substitute this whole value, then we will get S into KPS into 1 plus STPS and 1 plus KPS KT kg by 1 plus STG 1 plus STTT 1 plus STPS into 1 by R delta P by S. Here S both are cancelled, we can substitute in place of S 0. What will get? Kp by 1 plus Kp, finally we will get this one, delta F table equal to KPS by 1 plus KPS into 1 by R into delta P. Okay. Here KPS is equal to 1 by B and B is equal to dou PR by dou F. So substitute the values, already is given dou PR value. So dou PR here dou PD, not dou PR, dou PD value and dou F value is given. So 8% is given, so 0.8 by 100 into dou PD delta PD value is 60. So substitute here 1 by 100, here he is given delta F is 1%, so I am substituting 1 by 100 into frequency, that is 50 Hz. Same formulas. After that we will get B value is 0.96 megawatts per Hz. Bn per unit is 3.2 into 10 power minus 3. Okay. Here TPS value is 2H by BF. Here 2 into H value is 5 and BF value is Bn per unit into 50. So from this we will get TPS value is 62.5 seconds. Okay. Here KPS value is 1 by B. So 1 by Bn per unit is 0.2 10 power minus 3. So From this kps value is 0.3125 into 10 power 3 hertz per unit megawatts. Okay. From this I am taking the 10 power 3 multiplying here. So kps is equal to 312.5 hertz per unit megawatts. It is clear all of you? Here delta P is PD by PD by PR. So here PD is the 60 megawatts, PR is the 300 megawatts. So substituting here, then we will get delta P value, that is 0.2 per unit megawatts. Delta F static, you can find the here delta F static value, no? This is kps by 1 plus kps into 1 by r into delta P. You can substitute the all those values. kps value already find, and delta P value also find, 1 by r value also we know. So all those values we can substitute here, then we will get delta F static, that is here 312.5 kp value. Here find the kps value, no, 312.5. so substituting here and into minus 0.2 by 1 plus 312.5 into 1 by 0.05, that is r value. You can substitute it here, then we will get the minus 62.5 by 625. From this delta F static value is minus 9.99 into 10 power minus 3. The second problem is clear all of you? Next problem is data obtained to single area power system with linear power frequency. His given the data is, first one is rated capacity 2000 megawatts, system load 1000 megawatts, inertia constant 5, speed regulation 0.3 per unit, and load damping factor 1 per unit. Okay. And sixth one is nominal frequency 50 hertz. Assume Tg is equal to Tt is equal to 0. For sudden change in load of 20 megawatts, determine a steady state frequency deviation to change in acceleration. Okay. Given data is here, PR is equal to 2000 megawatts, PD is equal to 1000 megawatts, H is equal to 5, R is equal to 0.3 per unit, F is equal to 50 hertz, TT is equal to 0, and delta PP is 20 megawatts. Load damping power factor is 1 per unit. Okay. Already we find delta F static, no need to find again. kps by 1 plus kps by r into delta P. Delta F static is here. First we can find the B value, that is delta P, dou PR by dou F. Dou PR is given 20 by 50. Is not given any frequencies, any percentage value, so we can directly write 20 by 50. So from this B value is 0.4. B is equal to 0.4 megawatts per hertz. So from this kps is equal to 1 by b. We are writing the 4 into 10 power 4, this one megawatts I am writing in watts. So 4 into 10 power 4 per unit for hertz. So from this kps is equal to 1 by b. So from this 1 by 4 into 10 power minus 4, that is kps value is 25,000 hertz per unit megawatts. Then we can find the TPS value, that is 2H by BF. 2H, here H value is given 5 and BF value is B into 50. Here B value is 4 into 10 power minus 4, no? So substitute here 4 into 10 power minus 4 into 50. So from this TPS value is 500 seconds. Okay, delta F static value already we know this formula, kps by 1 plus kps into 1 by r into delta pd minus delta pd. All those values we know. Here kps value is 2500 and delta pd value is 0.02. Here 20 megawatts, so I am taking the 0.002. Okay. Plus 1 plus 2500 by 0.03, that is the r value. We can substitute the all those values, then we will get delta F static is minus 5.99 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, delta Pg is this delta F static by R, that is delta Pg is equal to 0.019 per unit. Okay. These are the problems. Any doubts? Ask me. Any doubts? This is the first unit complete. Complete notes I will share with you. Any doubts? Ask me. Do you have first unit notes? Anyone tell me? Do you have first unit notes? Yesterday problem once again I will tell you. That is, two synchronous generators operates in parallel and supply load of 200 megawatts. The capacity of machine was 100 megawatts and 200 megawatts. Both the governor having grouping 4% facilities of no load to full load. Calculate the load taken by the two machines. He is given two parallel synchronous generators are connected in parallel. So I am taking first one is 100 megawatts and second one is he is given 200 megawatts. Both are in opposite direction, parallelly connected. So I am taking that point, first machine is A, second machine is B. Both are meeting point is I am taking as a C. So I am taking this value, we need this value, that is I am taking, let that load shared by A is the X and load shared by B is I am taking 200 minus X. Okay. From this can calculate the values of load sharing between X and A and B. Sorry. Okay, we can discuss this problem. Sorry for network problem. It will be closing the meeting. So once again I am started. We discuss this problem once again. 2000 megawatts alternators operate in parallel. The speed regulation first alternator is 100 to 103% and from full load to no load, and that 100 to 105 will do two alternators share a load of 1000 kilowatts. Let this we can take first shared by the load A is X and second load shared by the B is machine is 1000 minus X. Sorry, not 1000, 1200 minus X. So from this I am taking, this is a machine, this is the B machine. From this A is generating 1000 kilowatts and B is also same power, that is 1000 kilowatts in parallel connection, same opposite direction. B is also generating 1000 kilowatts, that is a meeting point I am taking as a C. Okay, here A shared by the load is I am taking X and B shared by the load is I am taking as a 1200 minus X. Okay, same way here I am taking 100 frequency, this is the frequency load, y axis is frequency. So 100 to 103, first A mission is 100 to 103, so 100 to 103, this point is D I am taking, and B mission is 100 to 105. From here to here I am taking one point is E. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. Next, in both the machines one point is there, no, that point is taken as F. Okay, from this I am taking the triangles. From this triangle ACD and GFD. From this triangle I am taking GF by AC is equal to GF by AC is equal to df by dc. Here gf means x, gf means here x, so I am substituting x. AC means 1000, AC means 1000, so substituting here 1000. And here DC, here CD is the 3. From here to here I am taking H df, so here df is the 3 minus H, df is the 3 minus H, so substituting here 3 minus H by 3. From this cross multiplication we will get 3x is equal to 1000 into 3 minus H. Okay, from this x is equal to, I am dividing with 3 this one, then we will get 33.33. then after that we can multiply this one, x is equal to 33.33 into 3, that is 1000, 1000 minus 333.33 H. This is the first equation. I am taking the 333 point H this side, then we will get x plus 333 point H is equal to 1000. This is the first equation. Then we can calculate the machine B. From the machine B, FH is equal to, FH by BC is equal to EF by EC, EF by EC. So here FH is the 1200 minus X, BC is the 1000. So substituting here, and EF is the 5 minus H and EC is the 5. 100 to 105, so 5. So substituting here and cross multiply the both, then we will get 5 into 1200 minus X is equal to 1000 into 5 minus H, 5 minus H. So from this I am dividing with this one, 250, will get 1200 minus X is equal to 1000 minus 250 H. From this we will get 5 into 200, 200. So from this x minus 200 H is equal to 200. Then from this both the values we can take x minus plus minus. From this x both are cancelled. 533.3 H is equal to 800. From this we can calculate the H value. That is, the H value is 1.5. So in this H value we can substitute any equation, 1 or 2. We can get the X value, right? After getting the X value, the X value is the load shared by A, and load shared by B value is 1200 minus X. So after calculating the X, we can get the both the machines shared supplied by the supply. So I am substituting the H value in first equation, that is x plus 333.3 into 1.5 into 100. From this x value is 500.05 kilowatts. This is the load shared by the A. Load shared by B, 1200 minus x, 1200 minus 500.05. So from this we will get 699.95 kilowatts. Okay, this is the load shared by the machine B, 699.5 kilowatts. It is clear? Is clear all of you?